Hey there, my name is Tracy Steele and I'm the founder of Soul Empowered Educators. And I'm passionate about helping stressed, burnt out, passionless educators to reconnect to their passion so that they can love education, their children, and their lives again. I know what it's like to be a stressed educator with deadlines, pressures of education, because this problem used to affect me too. So I'm going to share with you how I went from a burnt out educator to a soul empowered educator, passionate about vital self aligned care and educators and home educators' well being, and how to retain your passion. As a casual education assistant, I was versed in stress every single day. I headed into new classrooms, a new teacher, and their unique learning styles, and of course, the students' learning styles. I had to learn names and their spellings, the allergies, the learning issues, and children always responded to me in their own unique ways. All the time, reviewing the printed lesson plan in my head, assessing the classroom for behaviour management, the next lessons, the teacher guidance, and the children who needed that little bit of extra help. It was so full on, and most days were typical, stressful. I realized that every education environment was the same, stressful, and I really wished there was a way to reduce the stress for educators and the students. I was asked to go into a relatively new school, and I was unfortunately witness to just how stress affects educators. The teachers started shouting at a 5-year-old girl for not writing properly. The girl immediately came running towards me with open arms to receive love and support, my arms opening to console her. But alas, the teacher, now yelling and demanding that Mrs. Steele would not be cuddling her and she was to sit down and stop crying instantly instead. That poor girl was so distraught, bawling her eyes out as she sat there. I was in shock and my heart was torn. It took me all my energy to stay seated. A wall of stress stopped me in my tracks. Truthfully, I was even scared of the teacher myself, and my own childhood memories came flooding back. Thoughts raced. Should I go and give her a cuddle, or would that make the teacher even worse? I would be going against her authority. Should I approach the teacher to see if she's actually okay? I'm just a casual employee. What do I know? My self-worth was dropping fast. Maybe she was just having a really bad day. Or did this actually happen often? Had she lost her passion for teaching and did not even care about how her students felt or emotional regulation? And I realized this class was clearly based on a fear-based learning model. And if I got up, I would lose my job. Pretty stressful thoughts racing in my head, and now too late to do anything to help this girl in that moment. I felt so guilty that an adult in that room did not help her. I went home that night exhausted, completely stressed and heartbroken for that girl. Thoughts raced as I was torn with trying to process what to do if this happened again. And I knew if it did, I would be prepared to walk out and lose my job. By the end of the week, this fear-based learning environment, I was understanding that my body was so tense. I had headaches. I wasn't sleeping. My thoughts were dominating my days. And it was easy to see how long-term stress could affect educators and the issues of loveless education was having inside classrooms. I knew in that moment, I never wanted another week like that. I realized too that I was so stressed, I was barely present for my own family and my own children. I knew I had to take responsibility and find something medicine free, long term solutions for my migraines, my stress, and to ensure I was emotionally regulated. So I was open minded enough to try natural therapies, and I tried many things and explored energy healing, mindfulness, hypnosis, meditations, and so much more. Once I committed to my own daily self care, I started doing regular intentional meditations. I found a formula that worked for me to finally release that stress from my body, my mind, my soul became aligned. I realized I had no idea just how stressed my body even was. Once I applied the techniques and solutions and created my own, I am now able to assess as soon as my body is going into stress and easily, effectively de stress anywhere, anytime with simple, proven, effective tools. I no longer work as a teaching assistant. As my son found school so stressful after COVID, he was home educated. He wanted to stay home educated in a loving environment, and I love that. I now model a stress free learning environment to my son. I also started seeing long term positive results. No more migraines, better clarity and focus, inner strength, self worth, emotional regulation, lowered stress levels, and most interestingly of all, new positive opportunities I was now attracting. I also knew that I was now able to present the best version of me every day. And as my stresses left, my soul passion and creativity increased naturally. And here I am now for you, sharing my story, my formula for you too. So, what is a soul empowered educator? Well, I would say a passionate, innately authentic, guided, creative, passionate educator who thrives so much. You naturally empower everyone around you because it's your new natural state of being. You're giving the gift of modeling being so passionate and creative, others learn from you just by being you. Comment below and let me know what stood out to you from this video. And if you have any questions about how to become a soul empowered educator, please comment below also. Thank you so much. Much love. Bye.